window. felt this way before. It must be you and I. It's got me thinking about us more. It's these bright lights that put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage. It's your future vibes. Bright lights that put me in a trance, so I feel like I can do it all. It's a good life that I really want. It's those future vibes. I got those future vibes.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to day number 1 of the Invitational Qualifiers. I'm joined by the one, the only, Dev Marta. How are you going, Dev?
Hey Sky, doing good. Really keen. This is going to be an absolutely awesome matchup we've got lined up. I'm really excited to see these two teams go at it.
Yeah, me too. It should be phenomenal. Obviously, we got Control Esports, who were previously Panda, but they have been acquired, and we have also got Athletico, who is Athletico.
Atletico being Atletico is one of the things that they do best, for better or for worse.
Yeah, generally. Obviously, the only change that that we see in Athletico is obviously Emorin, who has been picked up, who used to be in Taboo, but now he's in Ath.
Yeah, I mean, Emorin, everyone knows Emorin, one of the nuttiest players in Australia. You could argue one of the best players, if not the best player in Australia, and him going from Taboo over to Atletico is a huge deal for Atletico. And I mean, as we get into this match, we are going to be seeing the first defense for Atletico. They are going to be defending the basement.
Yeah, certainly the basement is going to be the side of choice. Obviously, you can see the basement or upstairs. They're both pretty viable sites. I was talking about this before, and generally when teams defend this, they make the hole here, right? And you and me saw this in the CG finals.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if it was Zeronic or Tahit, but one of them left.
It was Zeronic.
Zeronic, yeah. One of them left a bit of the wood there, so that Twitch drones couldn't get past. I don't know. I thought that was really smart.
Yeah, I mean, you're trading off having to use the vault animation to actually get through the hole, but I mean, on the upside, you make it completely it's a completely blocked pathway for Twitch drones, and that's definitely something that's worth it. And it does look like we're going to be seeing exactly that coming out from Silex. So you can see that foot height hole has been the foot height barrier there to stop the Twitch drone. Also seeing a reinforcement come out. I find that really interesting. Perhaps that's meaning that Silex or someone can sit snug in that corner and peek out towards the hatch. And that's something I've seen before personally.
Yeah, very interesting stuff already coming out of Athletico, but wasting no time. We see Antics pushing into kitchen. The roaming situation is non-existent for Athletico, as we see all 4 players on site. So we're going to have to see how much time is going to be wasted here for Control, trying to look for these roamers that simply don't exist.
Well, my 2 cents on that is that it looks like Control won't be wasting a lot of time. And we have 1 minute down, but we do have antics all the way in the kitchen. You can see the drones going out. This is a great way to roam and clear. You have one person who's really aggressively pushing in and then holds an angle. And while you hold that angle, everything gets droned out by your teammates. Don't just run someone headlong in there, because if he gets taken down, it's not a satisfactory outcome. You hold the angles, and the drones will push players into those angles. And so this is looking good for Control, but here only half the round left to go, and only just some of these hatches opening up. Not even a full control, you could say, map control established. Raven is going to be playing that Goliath, an interesting pick, and we can see the Jackal also coming out of Skeleton, which is going to be bringing some extra smoke grenades to that arsenal.
Yes, certainly, those smokes cannot hurt. Obviously, we've got already 4 smokes, and 4 smokes should be enough, in my opinion. We don't have a Kappa Tower for those extra 2 bolt smokes, but again, it shouldn't really matter. We see Tidy here. See, he's had to go all the way around it. Look at this.
Whoa, wow, he manages to get one.
That's pretty nice. He just saw like 3 players on their cams in the middle of sight.
Yeah, I mean, that's still worth it. I mean, that particular mirror isn't as much of a detriment to the attack on the laundry side, but it is just nice having that little bit of utility out of the way. It makes the defenders have to stay a little bit safer, but look at this. Control is going to be heading on straight up for the plant.
Yeah, wasting no time with the plant, but Smed puts an end to that as he gets a C4 onto Sleepy, and we looks like, antics.
Ooh, nice.
Jesus, that was beautiful stuff from him, getting ready to drop now, and he does drop. He might find one, but no, Smed with the flick. Emo as well finding Skalikon. This is going absolutely phenomenal for Athletico.
Only 15 seconds to go on the clock. Things are getting very, very tight. Only 2 the Control down remaining, and the smoke grenades have gone down. Raven's going to be having to straight up walk through them, but he gets quickly shut down, and then the last player falls to Schmed.
Very quick round there for Athletico, cleaning things up very, very quickly. Towards the end, at least, it was very quick. Did they even get one of Athletico? I don't even think. No, they did. They got 1 kill. But
yes, that's right.
1 kill is not enough at all. Now, moving into Kids Dorms and obviously Dorms Main Hall. What are your thoughts on this, Dev? Obviously, you can sometimes see below and sometimes see above. How do you think that this is going to benefit or not benefit Control?
Well, Oregon is a map where both of these sites are highly viable. I mean, from a more traditional perspective, people prefer the basement because it's much more confined, and you've got all these nice solid surfaces surrounding you. However, despite that, Dorms is actually coming into favor for a lot of teams because it can be very difficult to attack. When you look at an objective like the downstairs defense, it's not so hard to just take a look and say, all right, well, this is a funnel, this is a funnel. If we open up these holes here and here, and we deny this, and we hold this angle, then we can plant right on here. But as for an upstairs attack, it's a lot more difficult. There are 2 kind of main pushes that we see coming out. Typically, a master bedroom closet into small dorms, generator plant by thermiting that wall. You can see on the left side of the screen where that mute jammer is just going down. That enters you into a significant crossfire from multiple angles. And the other main push, of course, being onto a B windows push. Both of these pushes require you to take a lot of map control and delay a lot of positions.
Yes, certainly. You need map control for this site no matter what. You can't really just YOLO in through the front window. That almost never works. Maybe back in Year 1, Season 1, but not these days. With all the operator choices you have, it's unlikely it's going to work, and it looks like already Neo's going to take down Tidy. Really risky from him, but he got a bit overwhelmed there. He didn't know who to shoot. But nevertheless, he is going to get taken down, and that's not good news for Control this early in the round.
Some really good coordination there from Athletico to converge on the same point at the same moment. I mean, of course, it was an outside peek, so Neofighter could pick up the kill from outside, but there were 2 players entering in, and of course, drones coming in. It gives the Athletico side a huge amount of information, and just the refragging ability, of course, as well.
Yeah, certainly. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've actually got a sound glitch, and you guys can only hear the mute zone at the moment. So hopefully that will be fixed in the coming rounds, but there's not much we can do about that, as that is just a technical game glitch. We now see nades being cooked in, and it does look like, as you were talking about before, Dev, we are going to see this shape up to be a B site take.
Yeah, the B Kids Windows push is one that's been tried and tested, particularly favoured in the NA scene. There are a lot of ways to counter this from the defenders. The primary way is just to sit inside of Attic, but as you can see, I believe that his Neophyter is going to be holding that and rejecting that. But look at that, a kill comes out on the board, and that's one more for Atletico, putting this into a 5 versus 3. Oh, and another one comes out. That's Neo picking up another kill, doing incredibly well for his side. Only 2 more defenders. Fine, it's just Antics. Oh, and Antics gets downed. There's only one more who's up, and the plants is going to be, they're all going to be heading in. It's just up to Scalican. He's checking this first angle, and he's going to get peeked here. Can he take these shots?
Attackers activating diffuser.
And he does get taken down. Unfortunate there for Scalicon, and obviously there, as you said, Neo going massive on that Ying, and he's currently leading the way for his team, getting 2 big kills from B Windows, and it is not looking good for Control at the minute.
I was quite surprised at that. That take is quite a strong take if you execute it correctly, but there was just no there was no defense from Control to counter that specific take. Once Atletico had taken control of Attic, then there was no contest into that, and Neo managed to pick up 2 kills from those windows, and that really shouldn't happen. Props to Neophyter, that was an incredibly nice shots there, and of course Ying's weapon is not known to be the most powerful weapon in the game. It's got a very slow fire rate and quite low damage as well, without getting the recoil is not too great either, so it's not one of the best guns in the game, and managing to pick up some quick kills like that just shows that Neo is a very strong player to look out for.
Yeah, certainly. Ying obviously Neo managing to get those 2 kills, and as you said very clearly, Ying's gun is certainly not one of the best guns in the game, but if you manage to hit headshots, and if you have that skill like Neo does, you can make it work, and that's really a trade-off that these teams need to make. It, like, for the utility Ying brings, is it really worth to sort of have to carry that gun around, because it's really not that great a gun. It does, if you know how to use it, it's great. If you don't, not so much.
Yes, we do see many operators get picked in the high level competitive play, and actually at all levels of competitive play, just because of their loadout. They have incredibly good guns. Perfect example is here Todd bringing the Ella, who has a fantastic weapon with 51 bullets in the magazine, but there are obviously utility operators that get picked for the utility rather than their gun. Another example is Capitao. And speaking of some interesting utility coming out, we are seeing once again the Jackal coming out from Panda. This roam hunt looks like could be a focus, but of course Jackal is often picked just for his utility, that is the smoke grenades. Looks like we're not actually seeing much pressure onto big towers so far from Control, which is telling me that they're not, at least not yet, looking to go for a B Windows push. I don't think that they should at this stage. If you've wasted a minute of the round, you still haven't flushed out this player. This won't really work at all.
Yeah, certainly it's Emo, Rin and Todd over here at Big Tower, and they're not even paying any attention, and they might now that Emo's fired some pot shots through the kitchen storage door. He might even find Antics off guard, but I don't think that's going to be the case as he takes down a drone, and Antics should now be aware of Emo's positioning. Really, they just need to fall. Emo and Todd just need to fall back at this stage and just chill, but it does look like Todd is coming from behind here. He could do something massive. Oh, he shoots. Nope, gets taken down. That is such a lost opportunity there for Todd, and Emo gets taken down as well. Really unfortunate stuff, but at the same time, Raven is going to be tagged up quite heavily as well.
Yeah, wow, Raven only on a sliver of health. Looks like Antics is keen to go for a reset, but he's not quite sure. Oh, they're using the Twitch drone. That was perfect. And their Raven will go back up with 50 HP remaining.
Yeah, that Twitch drone's got to be the safest way to do it, but as we say that, Silex with the smoke MP SMD11, not MP, he is going to manage to find a kill onto Antics, who is the Ash. Neo as well finds Raven, is going to be evening out the player count. I don't know about you, but now it's starting to look scary for Control. They look like they had control of the first half of this round, but Control Esports, who would have guessed it, they are actually losing control. You see here Scalicon on main window. Ooh, Tidy manages to find a kill onto Neo there. Scalicon's jumping in. Silix gets down. Sleepy gets Silix. Smed with the C4 on to Scalicon. 20 seconds. It's doable at the moment for Smed. Is he going to be able to pull this off? He spots out Sleepy. It's a bit of potato from both. He manages to down him here, and he's going to now get back to his mirror. he can win this right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Silix does win that. Beautiful stuff from him.
There you go. That's the round going over to Atletico.
Just have a very... Oh, sorry. We'll just have a very quick replay there of that clutch from Silix. And we'll commentate over that and see what we think. So as you see here, here is Silix with this clutch. You can see a bit of a potato from both of them. But he does get in the end, Dev.
Yeah, he does make it. I think that it was pretty tight there for a while for Atletico. Obviously, the roam from Todd not actually managing to have much of an effect on the round. But, Atletico brought it back. Good on them for that.
Yes, certainly. Atletico bringing it back. Yeah, I don't. It looked so good for control there, but they just lost it in the late game, and they got punished for it. That's for sure.
Well, now we are going to be seeing Control attempt their basement defense. They did attempt at first to go onto that Dorms, but they did get completely quite decimated from that push. Ooh, let's just have a look over and see that rotate hole we were talking about before, where we saw Atletico leave part of the barricade up for the
Twitch
to prevent the Twitch drone. Yeah, exactly. And we haven't seen Control doing that. It's a bit worrisome. It looks like that is the current trend, and it's not. Control haven't quite picked up on it. Perhaps they'll look over this VOD and implement that into their strategy for next time.
Yeah, it's something that, in my opinion, a lot of teams haven't quite catched onto it yet, but it's so useful. Like, when you think about it, it can do so much for your team here. Twitch on Todd, he should get taken down here. He does. First Twitch drone is going to go down, and again, guys, I do apologise. The audio glitch is still happening, but there's not too much we can do about it, as obviously that is game-sided. So here, Tidy on the roam at the minute. He's looking for these for drones. Silix is going back and forth. Does get finally taken down there. Tidy. Really, these roamers have to do a lot. We got Celicon on a half roam. Tidy a bit more of a full roam, but really they just want to be denying time and making Atletico think twice. We now see Control on site. They're just going to be defending pretty chill. We do see actually all members back on site now. We don't have anyone roaming at the minute. We see Tidy here playing quite aggressive. See here Salicon making his way up to the stairs. He's going to be taking shots. Does manage to take down the drone. But again, there's still 5 on site, sorry. So yeah, what do you think about this, Dev?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's only a third of the round yet to go, and still all 10 players up, so what I'm expecting to see is a fairly explosive ending here. It looks like Jaeger's sitting in such a precarious position. I do quite like that we are seeing 5 players on site. However, that said, with no deployable shield in the hallway, there's not really going to be a position where one of the Control players can have an effect on the main plant spot in the hallway without getting exposed to the hatch. And as soon as Skeleton gets thrown out here, he will be easily taken down from a grenade. Smoke's coming out, though. The Ying is coming out, and Skeleton gets completely blinded. The grenade comes out and takes him exactly what I said. Some kind of sweet justice every time a Jaeger gets taken down with a grenade. Immerin with a nice throw there, and another pick comes out. It's only a 3-on-4 now, and then the Claymore finishes up that one. It's now a 2-on-4.
Feels bad, man, as that C4 is going to miss. That certainly doesn't help whatsoever. We now see Raven just taking pot shots. There's really nothing he can do in this situation. The diffuser got down. Neo jumps down. He wants that kill. And ladies and gentlemen, we are now on match point for Atletico.
Yeah, Atletico is going incredibly strong. I mean, Atletico obviously are known to be a very strong team and Control a much newer team. You can see a lot of new faces in their roster. Of course, Raven being the captain, and Tidy and Sleepy I'm not so familiar with. Skeleton obviously coming over from Revenant. and Antix being a longer-term member, but previously a substitute. It's a tough task for Control, but Atletico really demonstrating their prominence here.
Yeah, certainly. Obviously, Atletico known to be top 4 in the region. Control not so much. I'd say they did make it to Challenger League last time. Obviously, Challenger League didn't end up running in APAC, but they did make it, and they would have been in it if it did go ahead. But yeah, just I don't know. I said from the start, Atletico probably they're going to have the upper hand in this matchup, and we can see that that is the case here.
Atletico obviously did play this Oregon earlier today versus Onyxian, and they took it to a 6-5 win. So they played very well there, and perhaps they, just having that little bit of extra warm up on this map has really prepped them for this matchup. Yeah,
that's certainly a possibility. See Emo here chucking down his bandit batteries on Con. I don't think no one from Control actually spawned at Con. But obviously it's always a good idea to chuck down every single one of your bandit batteries. Expect the remaining one to be chucked down right here where Schmed is. So yep, that's exactly where it's going to get placed. Let's see where all the players are. Don't think we actually have any roamers, we don't. So we see everyone on site, everyone's just on cams, and this really seems to be sort of Ath strat. We see the exact same setup as before. They left a little bit of wood there and the reinforcement here. Really nothing's changed from before, Deb, has it?
No, not really. The positive side of obviously playing all on site means that regardless of how strong fraggers you have on the enemy's team, they're not going to get any early picks. And look, a minute down, and typically you would see in the first minute and a half, the attackers get a pick onto a roamer, hopefully for the attacker side. But instead, we've got all these Atletico players sitting on their Game Boys down in the basement, and Control, having to drone out the entire map, knowing that if they do find a roamer, it's going to be an incredibly strong player. It does look like they have taken map control, and even looking at that, all of that entire rear stage wall open into tower means that someone can come up from the north stairs and peek all the way into meeting and wreak some havoc as a late flank, and that looks like it's what Atletico's strat is. So without too much disruption, look, we've lost all of the smoke grenades and the glass that we had last time. There really is going to have to be some kind of explosive action from Control in order to actually flush the players out of these anchor positions. And with that mirror still securely intact, there's not much that they can do. And of course, even if they did just choose to Thatcher and Hibana that mirror, I'm sure and that looks like that might be what they're doing right now. Smed is just going to call over Emo to try and get that down. And look at that. There's no way they could even hope to Hibana that. Sleepy is in the right spot, but look, Schmed still has his C4. He's going to put it down as soon as he thinks the plant's going down. And look at that. Oh, but the pre-fire is coming out. That is going to disrupt this a little bit, but the plant's still not going down. 40 seconds to go. We still have all the smoke canisters intact, and Schmed still has complete eyes. He hasn't been flashed yet at all. The plant's going down, but Schmed throws out the C4. Does it hit? Doesn't manage to hit Control. The Control players managed to get out in time. Doing incredibly good job here. And look at this. Perfect job here. Silex rotates into position to prevent this, and another C4 comes out. This reminds me of when we saw Black Dragons, I think it was, several seasons ago. They used that C4 to the fullest extent. Emorin even bringing it on Bandit, such a casual play, as many would say. But Skeleton managed to get the plant down, but it's only a 3v5, and Atletico still could do this retake. 3v5. There's still so many players left for Atletico. They could just go up and frag this out. Only 3 more players on Control side. Todd looks to be going for the flank. He has this entire wall open, and he has complete eyes into the side. But there we go. The first pick comes out for Control. Todd is going to be flanking with his teammate. There are 2 coming in there. It's a 2v3 now. Control looks like they might be able to take their first round. 2v2. Raven almost takes off the head of Emorin, but Emorin manages to dodge it. It's now all up to Raven. Silex is just going to hold down that diffuser, and Emorin takes down the kill, and that is GG 0-5 to Atletico.
Yeah, GG, good half. Phenomenal. That strat there, you could just see them lining up through that hole where the reinforcement was. They were just chucking Elemine delay, chucking smoke mine, like they had the angle set, had the C4s ready. That strat was so perfect for Atletico. It just worked phenomenally. And they are going to take map number 1 here on Oregon 5-0. I can't actually tell you guys whose map pick was whose. I'm not actually sure about that, but I can tell you the maps will be Oregon, Coastline, and Clubhouse. Clubhouse being the decider if we even make it to that. At this stage, that might not be the case as we see how strong Atletico are playing. That's just phenomenal for Atletico. I didn't expect it to go so heavily their way. I honestly thought Control would stand more of a chance.
Yeah, Atletico, I really liked their strategy. That defense, that complete heavy anchor 5-man defense on the basement, it was really excellent because they managed to get just a few kills using that C4 and the rest of the utility. And then when it came down to it, they could, they had the numbers and they just went for a flank and managed to take them down. So I really like that strategy coming out from Atletico. Worked really well against Control.
Yes, certainly. I think we are going to have a very, very quick break as we've got toilet breaks and people just having a quick break after that match. But we will be right back in just a minute. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am back. Unfortunately, I don't actually have DevMarder with me as he has had to dart off really quickly to go and sort some stuff out. But nevertheless, you're stuck with me. I hope that's alright. And we will be proceeding in this best of 3 series. Obviously, we do have the now 1 map advantage for Atletico. They took that map 5-0 very dominantly. And now moving on to Coastline, which is a map you don't see as often. You see it a bit, but not as often as some of the other maps like Oregon, Border, and Clubhouse. You don't really see it as commonly as those maps. But we're seeing it today, and that's all good. We do see Glaz being played by Raven as well as the Jackal, so it really seems Control really like the Glaz and Jackal, and they're really interpreting that into their play style. And again, guys, I do apologise for the audio glitch we had in the previous match. That was just a game glitch. There's really not much that we can do about that. We'll just pray that that doesn't happen again here on Coastline. We are going to have Billards and Hookah being defended first for Atletico. I think that we actually have the exact same audio glitch again, so that's extremely unfortunate, guys. I really apologise. This time, instead of a mute jammer, you've got some music. Yeah, this is just not great at all. This needs to be fixed. Unfortunately, obviously it's a game glitch. There's nothing I can do about it, except for possibly restart my siege and rehost, but that's pretty pointless. As obvious, it's not really about the casting. It's more about the game, and obviously that would interrupt the game. But that won't be happening. We will be proceeding in this best of 3 series. You see here control spawning in on the eastern side of the map. Nope, this time there's just no sound at all. Pre-fire coming out of Scalicon. Ooh, Neo ducks just in time there. Raven getting extremely close. They certainly know there's a glaze on the playing field now. So Antics above. I'll go for a pre-fire here into Aquarium Hallway. Sleepy on the drone does spot Schmed out. Not sure how much of a fan I am of this. Ooh, I was going to say I thought there would be a castle there, but that's not the case. And we are going to see Salicon take down Schmed as he falls down the hatch. Look at him. Poor Schmed. Todd now making his way up here on Aquarium. If he smacks this window, he might be able to get a kill onto Antics. In the meantime, Emo is going to take down Scalicon. Todd's ready for this as he finds Tidy. Quick reply from Athletico now with the 1-man advantage. We see here Emo, geez, getting a kill onto Antics. Beautiful stuff from him. Emo doing a lot at the minute. And it's now going to be all up to Sleepy and obviously Raven here to bring this home. Ooh, peeks out an instant reply there from Neo. No time at all to do anything for Sleepy. He's going to just get taken down brutally. It's now all up to Raven on Glaz. Not the best character to 1v5 with in 1v4 with in limited time. Especially when Neo, I would presume, knows exactly where he is. Here's him jump down, and he's going to run out, get the kill, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Round number 1 going over to Athletico. I'll just try alt-tabbing quickly, see if that fixes the audio dilemma. But I've got a feeling that's not going to be the case, unfortunately. See now, Penthouse and Theatre being selected here for control. As the defender, or the most preferred sites on this map is obviously Penthouse, Theatre, and also Billards and Hookah. We previously saw Billards and Hookah being defended by Athletico, but control seem to prefer Theatre and Penthouse a bit more. See, just utility being chucked down here. Control have got to want to win at least one round. They do not want to get 10-0'd. That would not be fun whatsoever.
5 seconds left before insertion.
I'm going to see 2 mirrors placed here inside a theatre. I've seen this before, obviously, but it's interesting indeed. I'm just not sure how useful it is playing 2 mirrors here. It's probably, there's no really other better place to play them, so I guess you got to chuck them there if you want to play mirror, which a lot of teams don't on this site. Emo wasting no time as he's made his way on into blue, being really careful of the possibility of roamers. Talking of roamers, we got Tidy and Aquarium, Antics and Billards, and we have Emo here making his way up the stairs. Is Silex going to spot him out? Jeez, beautiful stuff there from Emo as he manages to find Antics. He's going to be analysing the footsteps. He's now going to know. Oh, through, shoot. Oh, he's so close to shoot through. Oh no, Emo. That's not going to be the case as he's now going to see him back off and he's going to get ready. Oh, he sees him. Does a little bit of damage, but it's not enough. Raven in the meantime takes down Neo. Emo's made his way now back below. Just looking up through the floor, hoping for a kill. Todd finally opening the main window there. That's a bit delayed. Normally you want to do that earlier on in the round. Silex has made his way into hallway. The Thatcher nade's going to go off, and he's now going to be applying these Habana charges. The Habana charges should go off here. Silex is going to miss one, and he's going to get taken down by Sleepy. Quick reply from Schmed by Stelicon. Schmed finds Sleepy. Stelicon waiting for the angle. Oh! Emo goes right on into his head, and it's all going to be up to Schmed here, and he gets taken down by Raven. Control will not get 10-0'd here today as they win their first round of the series. Nice stuff from them. Now moving on to Atletico's next defense round. I'd have to expect they're going to go Penthouse and Theatre, but you never know. Nope, it looks like that might be the case here. Just waiting. Again, ops a bit uncertain. Late changes here for Atletico, but we're finally now going to be getting into it.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So you see here, barbed and utility being used around the map. I wonder if we're going to see a defensive only sort of win here. Defense only wins.
10 seconds left.
Might, you never know.
5 seconds left.
Mirror's getting placed down by Schmed. And we see a different mirror set up here from Schmed. We don't see them both placed on this wall here. We see them one placed here and one placed here. So completely different stuff here from Schmed. That might be a good thing, might be a bad thing, but in the meantime, Todd takes down Antics. I wonder where that was. Single spawn peak it was. Poor Antics, that's going to be the Ash, so they're not losing too much there, except for the Russian capability. Not like they lost their Thermite, that would not be great. So obviously that's a Soul Hard Breacher. And again, we see a Glaz and a Jackal. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this from Control. Like, how useful is Jackal and Glaz going to be on this site? Probably not too useful. Maybe, maybe not. It just depends.
A bomb has been located.
Sleepy droning out VIP lounge. Tidy being careful here that he doesn't get taken down by the electrocuted wall, but Schmed takes care of that for him as he peeks out and takes down the drone. Control just trying to get what information they can as we see Tidy entering into Aquarium. We still see Todd below, who I think is in kitchen hallway, but he's now making his way up the northern stairs. And he may be able to catch off Control off guard here. He is! Beautiful shot from from Todd, as he takes down Raven. What a flick. And that's going to extend Atletico's man count by 2, as only 3 players are on the board currently for Control. And they're now going to be scarred and going to have to be watching out for that Ella constantly, which is not fun. Thermite charge is going to get placed down here for Sleepy. It's not going to detonate it yet. There we go, finally. In the meantime, Emos gets taken down. Sleepy takes down Silex just like that. The man count is tightened up and even extended as Tidy finds one onto Todd. Neo with the reply, however, this has been brought back by Control. Neo going massive at the minute. Saving his team from a round they probably should have won anyway. Tidy just proning. Oh, jeez, the pre-fire was so close there. C4 comes out, it's not going to catch him off guard. 15 seconds, Schmed does not need to play aggressive. Oh, no, Schmed. No, Schmed, please. Yep, Schmed deserves to lose that. He should have just chilled. He didn't have to push. He's playing way too aggressive there. And that is going to be round number 2 here, won by Control Esports. Hookah Lounge and Ballards is now going to be picked up by Control, as obviously they previously won Penthouse, so they can't go back there again for a few rounds. Now loaded in.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So this site here, I expect this to be very standard stuff for Control. Ladies and gentlemen, in the meantime, we have regained audio apparently, so there you go. You can be happy about that. You can actually hear things now. Reinforcements going down here for Control. Raven just smacking this hole out with his bare hands, not even using his weapon to do so.
Device activated. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Down goes the bandit charges.
Place device. Bomb located by attackers.
See Raven and Sleepy playing here on kitchen stairs.
A bomb has been located.
Northern stairs, whatever you want to call them. Todd's got deep into sight with his Twitch drone, however, how much he's going to be able to do with it, I'm not too sure, as obviously there is no mirror for him to pop, so really all he can do is just get, try and eliminate utility from Control. Emo is going to be on the roof. We see a Jackal being played by Athletico, so this is interesting. Copying Control a little bit here. Schmed, beautiful stuff as he finds Antics. Neo with a beautiful grenade onto Sleepy. 2 players just like that have been eliminated. Tidy's still on the roam as well. And I've got a feeling this might not be for long, as he should start getting pushed any minute now. We see there Neo's dropped. And he's going to be on hot pursuit. Obviously he's looking towards that ping, but that is not where Tidy's currently positioned. He's up the end of the hallway, smacking that. Nope, that's not going to be his position to Neo. Schmed's now spotted him out, and he's going to start getting pressured here. Bucked open, and somehow Tidy gets away with his life. Good on him. He's going to need to stay alive here. I don't see how they're going to win this if the next trade does go in Atletico's favour. Silex is now going to be jumping on in, feeling pretty safe as the rest of his team is positioned in here. Tidy tries to rotate off the angle, gets taken down as Todd also finds Scalicon. It's all up to Raven here to try and win this round out, but it doesn't look doable, ladies and gentlemen. Even though they're not on site, he's going to be burning through these smoke grenades like candy. He might even get wallbanged here. I was going to say these are really good to deny the site, but he's only got 3 of them. And just like that, it is now going to start to clear as Todd takes down Raven. And that will be evening out the scoreline to 2-2. Nice stuff from him. Obviously now moving into round number 4, where we'll have Athletico defend Hookah and Ballards, which is the first site we saw played by Athletico, and they won it pretty successfully. So obviously, if the story travels across, we should see the same win for Athletico, which would mean that would bring us to 3-2 Athletico favour. But I've got a feeling Control might stand a bit more of a chance. I've got to be feeling pretty confident. Taking 2 teams off of a top team like Athletico has to boost your confidence just a little bit. Holes here being made by Silex. Ping there. We do see a mirror being played on Schmed. It looks like Atletico feel pretty comfortable playing mirror on this map, as they've played quite a good bit of it. See Todd below on the roam here. He's gonna be chilling in toilets. We've seen Todd roam numerous times on this map, while we see the remaining 4 on site. I wouldn't say he hasn't been unsuccessful, but he hasn't been successful. He's sort of just been chilling in the mid range. He hasn't pulled off any sort of nutty play as of yet. But we'll have to see if that's going to change. Todd just chilling below. Sleepy Drone should get taken out there by Emo. He's just hoping to see someone's head peek over and then bang. Try and kill them. But he really just needs to be chilling till late game. Like, he just be chilling somewhere. He doesn't, and then just wait to push the site until the last 30 seconds. Unless obviously his team gets eliminated, in which he might have to speed that process up just a little bit. Emo manages to take down Scalicon, and in the meantime we actually did just see Todd get droned out. So he's now going to be on the move. Control are aware of his position. Emo holding here in VIP very carefully. Oh jeez, I thought that was going to be a warbang for a sec. Jeez, he tagged Sleepy up so heavily. This is a very big chance here for Emo to try and pull something massive. Again, he's just going for random warbangs at the minute. And he's getting close to hitting them actually, but doesn't seem to be enough, as we now see Antics pushing up the hallway. Beautiful stuff from Emo. Is he going to go for the second? He does, but he gets a little bit greedy there, and Sleepy shots are going to actually connect. We now see Todd below still holding the exact same position we saw him hold previously, and right about now is when he needs to start making his move. They're all bunched up in Aquarium. If he's aware of this, this is when he needs to push, and that's exactly what he's going to be doing, starting this flank off. In goes Sleepy, going to go for the plant now. Todd coming up behind. He probably needs to speed this up a little bit. Silex is going to take down Sleepy. Tidy's aware of this, however, as he manages to take down Todd. Still the man advantage for Atletico, however. Smoke's being used rapidly. I think there's probably still one smoke grenade usable. There is. That's going to get used now, and it is actually impossible at this stage, in my opinion, for them to win this round. Raven goes for the plant. He gets killed. Tidy finds Neo, but it's not enough as Schmed gets a trade onto Tidy. And ladies and gentlemen, that will be round 1 by Atletico. Beautiful stuff for them. I would say Control stood a much better chance in that round than they did in the first round, but it's still not going to be enough. That's going to be 2 rounds in a row now for Atletico, hoping to win this round, which would put them on to match point. We do have Control here, selecting Penthouse and Theatre. So Ops a little bit unsure for Control, but they are going to be locked in now. We do see Raven on that mirror again. I'm really curious to see if that mirror is going to get changed or if it's going to be chucked in the same spots as previously. So what we saw here from Control was they have one here and one here. What we saw from Atletico was, I think it was one here and one here. So just because of that reinforcement, I want to say that it's probably going to be the same as before for Control, which is not a bad thing. I mean, they've done strats on this map, and that's what they've sorted out, so if they feel confident with that, good on them. Raven might be second guessing himself. Nope, he's just looking for Twitch drones.
10 seconds left before insertion.
I don't mind one mirror being placed on these walls, but 2 seems a little bit overkill for me. It's going to be the same I would like it a bit more if he plays one of these mirrors and then plays one either here or here. I just feel that would probably be a little bit better for them. But nevertheless, that's not going to be the way things go. Previously this round, when Control was defending this site, they actually won it. But the start of the round was still very heavy Athletico favour. But in the end we saw Control manage to come back and win that round. Tidy looking down the hatch. I think Emo heard him. Tidy's going to hear that. You just saw him flick around. Emo being very careful here. Doesn't want to overextend too much. Emo pushing into hallway here. We have seen Tidy move just a little bit, and he's now going to be positioned in VIP. He's going to scan the footsteps here. That is going to be Jaeger. Looks for his feet. Not going to quite find them, as we see him. We see that he's already made his move to a more safer position for the time being. We see Todd here on the Twitch drone. Is he going to be able to pop these mirrors? If he does manage to get even one of them, that's going to be so big. He gets one, and he's got to be happy with that. He hops on his second Twitch drone, so there is a possibility to even get a second mirror here. VIP being droned out here for Emo. Rennie's going to spot out Jaeger. Todd going back in. Neo finds the head of Raven. He's going in for Todd going in for the second mirror here. They're not focused on him, but it still gets taken down, ladies and gentlemen. Emo finding the footsteps again of Jaeger. He's got to be so annoyed at this stage. He's being pinged constantly. Silex from outside is going to be chucking down the Habana charges. Very similar to what we saw before. And they are going to detonate. Ooh, the Bennett charge there manages to get one of them. Silex doesn't spot him. Emo finds Tidy, but we can see, I think I want to say a Scalicon, yep, in the corner here. He's not quite finding him as Neo takes down Antic. Scalicon's got to hear him. He's taking shots. They should be aware of him now, but he still manages to find Silex. Good on him. This could be one here for Control. Smokes are going to start to be used. Scalicon's been tagged heavy. And he actually got 3 out of 3 dock charges, but he's not going to use them as of yet. He is now, though. Scalicon finds Schmed, and it's all going to be up to Scalicon as Emo takes down Sleepy. 1v3 situation here. Finds one. Is he going to get any more, though? He's not looking in the right direction, and he gets taken down. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see match point now for Athletico. They cut it a little bit close there. Scalicon playing the exact same position as last time, but for some reason Athletico didn't even check it, and they lost a player to it. Now moving into the last round, possibly last round here of this map. Obviously match point for Athletico. They are going to be picking up Penthouse and Theatre, and if I recall correctly, they didn't win this last time, but they got really close to it, and it was Schmed who played a bit too aggressive, and his team paid the price for that.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So here reinforcements going down for Neo. Athletico, I think, have won the last 3 rounds, so they're on a little bit of a streak at the moment. We already see a different mirror from Schmed, so this is what I like about Athletico. They're adapting, right? They see that one of those mirrors wasn't all of that useful last time, so they're going to change it. Whereas unlike Control, but none of their mirrors were really all that useful, and they just kept it like that. They're just... I appreciate having strats, but I feel sometimes you need to be able to adapt a little bit off those strats. And I think that's what makes a good team. And we saw a mirror being played here last time. That mirror's not going to be there this time because it wasn't that useful. And instead, it's going to be played here, where it might be a little bit more useful. We see Todd again on the roam, but this time he's going to be playing Castle instead of Ella. So this is really interesting. Obviously, he hasn't even used all of his Castle barricades, so they obviously need it for his barricades. For this right here, main window, and where else is the other one being used, I wonder. Not even sure where it's being used, to be honest. Oh, here it is. bathroom. He's going to be castling bathroom off. Would have been nice to see him use that third castle barricade. It feels like a little bit of a waste when you're picking someone like Castle. There's been a lot of debate around he needs a buff and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, but if you pick Castle, you want to be using every single piece of his utility. The late run out here from Todd is, well, not even a run out, he's just going to castle the main door. It's a little bit risky if you ask me, but hey, he's going to get out of it alive, so I don't think he can be too upset about that. Ash charge gets set off there. I want to hope that's for Barb. Yeah, it was for Barb. I was going to say, did he just think that it would be unreinforced, but that was just for Barbed. Schmed getting ready here to go for this peak. Sleepy didn't actually just drone Todd out, so Todd might still be undetected at this stage, or maybe not. I take that back as Antix pushes in and takes him down. Talking about not getting detected, I was wrong, and he did get detected and got punished for that. One-man advantage currently here for Control. Make that none as Silex gets a beautiful frag onto Skeleton. As he was going up the stairs, nice stuff there, but Raven with the reply onto Schmed. I want to see Silex really push up to this mirror right now and try and take over it. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. Every single one of them's in VIP at the moment. Seems like almost a little bit too one-sided of a push for my liking. We see Silex here just holding this angle. He's going to see Antix, so it's not going to be quite as one-sided. The smoke nade goes out, that's going to push Antix out of his position. That didn't, ooh, that was a little bit too close, Silex. You should have waited another 5 seconds. You would have been fine. But then, actually there's only 15 seconds. So he knows they're not going to be pushing from there as Emo is going to be in a position to deny. Neo goes massive as he finds 2, possibly 3. He downs 1, I think. Emo finishes him off. Raven pushing in, getting any kills possible. They just need to hide at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. That will be GG for Athletico. Taking both maps there, 10-2. Yeah, a little bit close to that map. Honestly, Control can't go away with their heads down. They did fight for that, and a lot more closely contested than what I would have thought. So we'll get the scoreboard up quickly for you guys. There it is, obviously Emo and Neo leading ahead for Athletico. Just quickly get this updated for you guys. I don't know, that map was really phenomenal stuff there from Control. They cannot go away with their heads down. They fought for that certainly, and yeah, that's going to be map 1 there, or series 1 there for Athletico. Thanks everyone for
games, guys. See you later.
Thanks everyone for watching. As you see there, the teams saying good games and all, good sportsmanship. But yeah, awesome stuff from Athletico there. They will be moving forward, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm not sure if I'll be casting another one, but the stream will remain up for the time being. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We have Australian Universal Soldiers versus Team Tahit. Let me just fix up the overlay quickly. Oh, I didn't think of this. Just wait. Oh, this is so tedious. So yeah, we've got Australian Universal Soldiers versus Team Tahit taking place on Chalet. Just trying to get this perfect. Alright, that should be good now. Nope. Alright, that'll have to do. Anyway, as I said, Australian Universal Soldiers versus Team Tahit taking place here on Chalet. I'm not exactly sure who picked what maps, but what I can tell you is the 3 maps for this best of 3 series are Chalet, Oregon, and Coastline. Obviously, Coastline being the decider if we even make it to that. One of these teams is certainly capable of just 2-0ing the other. This will be the last matchup for me casting for today. Obviously it's been a great day, lots of memorable matches, but if you guys aren't aware of how this all works, it's pretty much there's one massive ladder or cup, and that will take place over the span of 4 days. So yeah. Obviously moving into this, I've got to put my money on Team Tahit. Oz play, well, they're a competitive team, but they don't really, I guess they play for fun, right? They're not all about winning, they're more about having fun and having a good time, which is an awesome way to play, in my opinion. You see here, Guzral's presumably just waiting for the all clear call from his team so that he can obviously push up here. Demon gonna drone out Fisho a little bit late. Warbang's coming through here. Oh my god, Fisho! What is that? That is absolutely insane. That's gotta be Warbang of the day. That was... no, just no way. That's insane. He might even get his second here. This is just too good to be true at the moment for Fisho. Demon with the cooked nade is going to take down Sneaky Fisho at the run out. Doesn't actually find anyone. He might spot Berserk up here on the window. He does. Berserk not paying attention, but in the meantime, Bloodhound is going to take down Ridicule, I think is how you say it. Bloodhound just outside of trophy window at the moment. Smoke grenade goes out. That's going to take them both out. That's a bit annoying for them. Fisho guy just chilling at the minute. Obviously that insane wallbang before. C4 through the floor. Oh, somehow still gets him. Fisho with all the nutty plays at the moment. All of the nutty plays. Beautiful stuff from him. Smoke grenade goes out there. It's gonna be popped a bit late, which is good stuff to see from Unit Doggy. He doesn't have all the smokes in the world to use. He's got to try and time them smartly. Fisho guy here up on the windowsill. Bloodhound just taking pot shots at the minute, hoping to get a bit lucky. And he does. I'm not sure if that was luck or not, but he gets a kill. I'm sure he'll take it. 20 seconds, time's running low here for Oz. They need to be making a move, and still we see Bloodhound taking pot shots. Smoke nade gets dropped there. Fisho taking down Demon. Bloodhound actually gets Fisho, but Unit Doggy with the beautiful trade there. That's going to be round there for Tahit. Almost an ace as well for Fisho guy, and obviously we all know that wallbang he got, and I'm now going to show you guys a very quick replay of that, which is obviously phenomenal stuff from him. We see him here upstairs, pretty much just chilling. See him get droned out here. He backs off, obviously. He doesn't want to deal with that. I think it's when he makes his way into office. Nope, it's not. It's just in the hallway. Gets the nutty warbang, and easy does it. Anyway, he's now going to... he's got to be happy with that. He got 4 kills for his team, almost the ace. Doing so much in that first round. Moving now into round number 2.
Locate and defuse as many bombs.
Honestly, that round was a lot closer than I thought. But Heat would maybe take it with a bit more force, but nevertheless,
Bomb located by
Oz
attackers.
proving to be stronger than I thought.
Finished reinforcing the wall. Time to redecorate.
Hatches here are being reinforced by Oz.
Beef up your suit. Bombs wire set.
10 seconds left.
Drones being positioned around the map for Heat.
5 seconds to insertion.
Lots of bar being used in blue, that's what I like to see. I wonder where these mirrors have been placed for Demon.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
See, one
Attackers are
here,
heading out to defuse the bomb.
presumably one in the closet here. Second mirror hasn't even been placed yet. I think it's going to be placed on the reinforcement just to his right there, looking on into blue. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this, just because if they do get blue control, they can still pop this mirror. It's a lot better if you, instead of reinforcing this, you reinforce this, and then you put your hole there. Quickly, the main door is going to be opened up there. Berserk gets catched off guard by Ridicule.
Drone up.
Unit Doggy is going to be the first one to enter here as he downs Gus Rules. Timmer is going to be around the corner, ready to reply. He might find him here. He's got it. I think he heard him. Is he looking? He's not looking. Gets taken down there. Timmer's going to back off now. He's got a kill. Almost 2 actually. Ridicule might be able to find him depending on how aggressive he wants to play here.
Drone ready.
It's a really nice position actually for Timmer to hold. Oh, gets the drone there. Ridicule just is wanting to be just chilling, holding this door at the minute. Flash goes out. Ridicule should get found here by Timmer, but he doesn't. All Timmer's shots hitting the metal railing. He's now going to back off and make his way into dining. Bloodhound getting a nice kill there onto Sneaky. Evening it out to a 3v3.
Cover me. Reloading.
Ooh, Tim upstairs flicks around. That should alert Ridicule now that he's up there.
Mine deployed.
Blade's coming to help as well. Please, Ridicule. Oh no.
Going back.
Deserves to die here if I'm being completely honest. When he got shot at and then he just completely forgot about it. You can't do that. Blade, however, is going to have his back and gets that reply. 2v2, 50 seconds on the clock for Heat. Certainly possible. Oh, Blade gets taken down. It's a trade. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a 1v1 here. Health is exactly the same. Plenty of time as well for Fisho guy, but somehow Bloodhound comes out on top of that and is going to win the round there for Oz. Now moving on to round number 3. It's going to be Heat's defense. They're going to be defending Snow Cellar and Snow Cellar, Wine Cellar and Snowmobile Garage.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Ridicule chucking down the reinforcement here. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a different strat for Heat. At least playing the mirrors in a different spot. So they're going to do the default mirror placement here.
10 seconds
The only issue with this is if Oz get blue control, that makes things very
5
difficult
seconds to insertion.
for them.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Barbed wire set. Reinforce wall! Activated device.
Currently see all 5 of Tahit on site. Now I'm gonna run any roamers. I don't know if I like this or not, but we'll find out. Generally, on Chalet, you want to play a roamer. It really does benefit you, but for Tahit, that doesn't seem to be the case.
Device activated.
Gazrul thinks it's almost too good to be true that there's no roamers, as he's being really careful coming down these stairs here, and they're probably not completely aware that there is no roamers at this stage. Nate goes in to get the barbed. Second nade goes in to get the next piece of barbed. Ooh, shots there. Fisho guy, nice stuff from him. He gets tagged up very... Ooh, he's actually made his way up. I didn't even know. He goes for the C4, and that would have taken down Demon Dingo, but... it's just a little bit too slow, unfortunately, so it's a 1-for-1 trade there. I didn't even notice Fisho guy got so far up the stairs. 3 on site at the minute. We've got Unit Doggy is the person playing aggressive here. On main stairs.
See you on the other side.
If he made his way up here, he could probably deal quite a bit of damage.
Loading, no matter. Clear.
Ooh. Getting close here. Unit Doggy being so patient. Takes a lot of patience to just sit here on this angle for so long. Oh, it's because it's a claymore. He can't do much, can he? He's finally going to pop the claymore. Not even sure if Oz would have heard that, actually. There's a second claymore. Claymore galore here for Oz, and he might just be backing onto site. That's going to be the case. The move's been popped, so I'm not sure how useful he's going to be, but he could be really useful here. He needs to be burning through these smoke grenades. Everyone's dropping, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like it's going in Oz's favour, but Blade finds one, Tim with the reply, and it's all going to be up to Ridicule here to try and deny this plant.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
Nice stuff there from Oz. Not having that smoke on site turned out to be the burden there for Tahit. He could have just burned through those smoke grenades. I don't know why he didn't. He threw one and just stood there. Not sure if he was aware of the time or not. Nevertheless, that's now going to be a 2-up lead for Oz. Obviously, we still have 1 round on the board there for Tahit.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Oh, Fisho's Twitch drone getting so close to getting taken down there.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Armor being placed down late there by Bloodhound. He must have forgotten.
10 seconds.
See 2 players here tagged for Oz. Must have been a rogue impact grenade. Be my best guess.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb. Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Fisho spotting out Guz here. Blade here on Fuse. This is actually really interesting.
Attackers
Could
have
be
recovered
useful
the
though. Still see Guz here. Library hallway. Ooh. Doesn't say I might have been able to find Sneaky there for a second. He's pushing in. Unit Doggy's going to get the better of him as he finds his head, however.
Activating shock drone. Drone's ready.
It's a nice angle from Timmer. All the way on stairs here.
Going live.
With the Valk's gun at this range, you're just going to want to hope for the quick headshot.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Blade should spot Timmer out, who's currently playing Big Pillar. Unit Doggy pushes in and gets his second kill of the round onto Timmer.
See you on the other side.
Cluster charge deployed.
Visho guy taking down Berserk there. Oh, Demon might run into Fisho. He does. Gets taken down. It's all going to be up to Bloodhound in a 1v5 here. Might be able to get a kill onto Blade. This Blade just backs off. Nope, that's not going to be the case. As Unit Doggy gets the knife onto Bloodhound. Adding insult to injury. Spots him out. Goes for the knife. I think that was 3 or 4 kills that round there for Unit Doggy. Again, Fisho doing so much for his team, and Bloodhound doing a lot for his team as well. Now we're going to see, ooh, it's contested. Nope, it will be Kitchen Trophy coming out for Tahit.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Attackers have located a bomb.
We're ready for company.
Reinforcements going down here for Sneaky.
Here's the momentum.
Frost mats as well for Blade. I'm interested as to if
10 seconds to insertion.
they're gonna see this coming. We see lots of reinforcements being used upstairs. This is interesting.
Attackers recovered the
New
diffuser.
feed active.
Attackers
Cam there for
ejected
Fisho.
the defuse the bomb. Defender has left the designated staging area.
I'm sort of interested with this Frost though. Like, why would you place a frost mat there when you've just opened the door for them? Most likely going to come through the door, and we don't even see anyone. Oh, Fisho sorta, but no one's really playing on these reinforcements. He's now going to spot them out. Not sure pinging is the best idea. And before Fisho gets another nutty warbang.
EMP incoming.
Blade takes down Guz.
Defender is approaching a kill zone.
That's actually a really smart idea. That's a good way to back out of that. Not in the best situation, you just jump out the window, go through the front door.
Surveying.
Is Frostmat still here? It could still injure someone if they're not careful of it. Ooh, is he gonna spot it out? I really want to see someone die to this. That'd be pretty funny. Does look like we've got upstairs control here except for Blade. Shots being exchanged there, and Fisho actually. Fisho's up here now as well. Frostmat did actually end up getting broken. Oh, Blade finds one. Beautiful stuff from him. Obviously Bloodhound was already tagged up heavy, but he's gonna finish him off. Fisho guy's gonna run into that. Wasn't the smartest idea.
Cover me. Reloading.
Still got Blade up here, however. Just need. I'd like to see him get on this corner and just chill there, pretty much. Just, yeah, like right here. Doesn't need to move. Just hold the angle. Instead, he's going to play aggressive, give away his new position, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets taken out here. Right, Ridicule going to take down Timmer. Oh, Berserk's been tagged very, very heavy here. Sneaky takes down Demon. And it's now all going to be up here to Berserk, who's on a slither of health. He doesn't even know what he's doing at the moment. He's just shooting wherever possible, and he is going to get taken down there by Blade. Now see Oz on the defense. They're going to be defending Wine Cellar Snowmobile Garage by the looks of it.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Armor going down a bit quicker than before for Bloodhound.
Attackers have located a bomb.
ADS is being chucked down as well for Guz.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds remaining.
If this round gets won by
Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
Tahit, that will then bring us on to match point, and if they win that, they'll then claim map number 1. Obviously the next map would be Oregon. Unit Doggy wasting no time making his presence known in Trophy Room. He's going to spot Berserk out and he's now going to be on Hot Pursuit. Oh, he shot a little bit late there. I think Berserk knows. For a second he thought he got warbanged or something like that. More shots from Unit Doggy. That's certainly going to give away his position, however. Looks like they're going to be pushing from Wine Cellar side this time. It's good to mix it up. Unit Doggy's still watching this. He should get the head here. Ooh, so close. He's going to go for the re-peek. He's tagged up Berserk so heavily. In the meantime, Blood's gotten taken down. Berserk's moving down the stairs here. Does get taken down by Unit Doggy. 2-man advantage currently. Diffuser's going down for Sneaky. This could be successful. They're pushing forward and oh my god. What an absolute murder as we see 3 of them dropping like flies in seconds. Got all timed across the map perfectly. Just like that, we're now going to be on match point round number 7 here for Tahit. They had a slow start, but they're now getting back into the swing of things. So obviously Oz needs to win now, or we will see victory being claimed by Tahit. And this is very interesting. They're going to be going master bedroom and office. I don't think you ever see this played at this level of play, ever. If teams want to cheese strat, they'll go to games room, but never ever master. So this is really interesting. Obviously we know Tahit to be we used to know them to be more of an aggressive team, and obviously if you guys watched the podcast on Thursday night, we had a talk to Copper and Black, who is their coach, and he said after transforming to an 18+ team they've actually become a little bit less aggressive, and they're going more for strats, which is certainly what I've seen. They're nowhere near as aggressive as before. They're a little bit more strat heavy, and I think that balance is nice for them.
Camera feed up and running.
Like for example, this balcony, you can pretty much deny anybody getting up onto it by just watching this ladder here, which is so easy to watch, especially when you're safe. You see it there, it doesn't load in below, but you can see it. That's really all you need to do. We see here this being opened by a Fisho guy for the rotation. Guzrul's wasting no time here as he's getting into a bit of a fight with Sneaky. Both of them get tagged up quite heavy. Fisho with the run out though. Saves his teammate there. Beautiful stuff from him. Fisho doing wonders for his team at the moment.
Bomb located by attackers.
Oh, yep, they're gonna go for a reset there. Obviously that was a bit failed. Timmer gets the kill on the blade, and just like that, the tides have turned. The run out here from Fisho. Oh, somehow he recovers from that, but he's still gonna be tagged up very heavy as Unit Doggy gets a kill onto Demon Dingo. You can see his feet. Oh my god, Berserk is so low. Just needs to reload and recuperate at this stage, but Bloodhound is pushing in. He tags him heavy. Bloodhound's going to finish him off. Both of these players are so tagged, it's all up to Ridicule as Berserk finds Fisho guy. It's possible. He's going for a C4 here. It's not going to find anyone, however. As I said, this is possible. Both of them are low, and he finds one. His teammates have got to be on the cameras at the moment, trying to give him all the information possible. See Bloodhound here, who's going for the plant. He's heard that. Plant is going to go down successfully.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
Oh, he sees him, but that Blackbeard shield is going to save Bloodhound's life there. Without that, he would have been headshotted. See the bullets. Oh, maybe not. I hit the metal, but nevertheless, very close there. Still on match point, however, 4 to Heat. That cheese strat didn't exactly work for them. It worked better than I thought, but they couldn't close it out in the end. So they're now going to have to win this attack onto Oz's kitchen and trophy defense.
Attackers need to locate.
Obviously now moving on into this. Timmer going for the hatch reinforcement. By the way, I just posted the bracket link in chat, so don't say that I'm spoiling it because of the delay. We're still very much in this. Obviously you guys will hear this in 3 minutes, but be reassured, nobody has won quite yet.
10 seconds to insertion.
However, Tahit are on the verge of doing so.
5 seconds to insertion. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers objective.
Timmer obviously on Valkyrie doing the same sort of thing that we see Fisho guy do. He's not quite as successful at it, just Fisho guy's absolutely nutty. See, they're leading the way for his team in kills, as well as we see Bloodhound doing for Oz.
Loading new mag.
Guzrul's above. Master control is just starting to be established here for Tahit. Unit Doggy getting a nice kill there on to Demon Dingo. He might get overwhelmed here. He's got to try and back off a bit. Is he going to be ready for Timmer? He is now. Tags up Guzrul's. There's 2 of them up here. He's going to relocate. Oh, surely he spotted him. This is so close at the moment. He doesn't know what to do. Guzrul's below. Unit Doggy hears him. He's going to take him down. Just like that. Obviously he's being careful because someone could try and come up and kill him. Timmer with the kill into Sneaky does want to try and finish off. Oh my god, the potato finally finishes it off there. Guzrules is coming up from below. I really hope Unit Doggy stays on this angle, but that's not going to be the case. Timmer could do some damage. Is he going to look in time? Oh, nope, he's just a bit late. Timmer with the flank. Blade knows where he is, however, and he's going to try and trap him in. Is he going to get him? He's tagged Blade. Oh, Timmer's tagged so heavily here. Oh, Blade shouldn't have pushed that, but nevertheless, he's going to get down as Fisho. In the meantime, finds Bloodhound. It's all going to be up to Berserk, and ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but it looks like we might have map number 1 being taken by Tahit.
Some serious drywall work coming up.
Certainly possible, as Blade is only a bullet away from death, which technically makes it a 1v2, but I don't like his chances in this. Not at all, and just like that, Ridicule's going to take him down. That's going to be a good half GG for Team Tahit. Oh, that was a bit laggy. Nevertheless, map number 1 being won by Tahit. A little bit more closely contested than I would have guessed, but it's going to be one like that. We'll give you guys a quick look at the scoreboard. Obviously, Fisho Guy has got to be my man of the match for this matchup, leading the way with 13 kills. Unit Doggy not too far behind, and obviously for the side of Oz, it's got to be Timmer and Bloodhound. So yeah, a lot closer than what I would have guessed, but nevertheless, that's the way it goes. I'm going to chuck some music on for you guys quickly while we have a very quick break here, and we'll be right back into it in just a second.
way back, just trying to fix his window.
Lights out, lying in your arms, and these feelings start to change.
Alright guys, we are now back with map number 2, which will be Oregon. Good luck, have fun in the chat. Obviously we just saw Chalet go 5-3 to Heat's way, and now obviously on this map Heat have to be feeling pretty good with that pickup, that win, and they're going to hope that going into this they have a little bit more of a chance. Fisho guys, shout out to Plop. Also, hello to all of the R6ANZ viewers that are now joining. We had a host from R6ANZ, so thank you. Moving in, we see Heat starting off on the defense. They're going to be going below, nope, above, which will be Kids, Storms, and Storms main hall. Hoping that this is a crouch mirror that Ridicule places. If it's not a crouch mirror, it can be taken down quite easily. If we see these windows get taken over by Oz.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers
Bob going down. See where this mirror did end up getting placed. Obviously we've got a mirror here. This is very standard stuff. The second mirror hasn't been placed yet, but I presume it's here. It is going to be here. Please be a crouch mirror. Nope, it's going to be a standing up mirror. So obviously we see these windows get taken over. If I was to get control of these windows, that mirror is going to be popped quite easily. Gus Rules wasting no time here, pushing on into rear stage. Pushing up here, but Jesus. Sneaky on the yellow is going to take some shots towards him. He's going to try and make a quick escape here into meeting hall. Might just back out here, that's going to be what happens. But obviously he's now aware that there's roamers there, and he didn't lose too much health. The window here being smacked open for him. Some Ella actions. Fisho guy up the top here. We saw how useful Fisho was last game, and he's already starting off as he finds a kill there onto Guz Rules. Ridicule finds Timmer. So here, oh, I like this. See this every now and then from teams. Just gives you, I see a lot, pretty common actually. Just gives you a view of those western stairs. I want to say. Nope, southern stairs. Close. Unit Doggy playing on the stairs here. We've actually got Bloodhound out on the balcony of bedroom here. Oh, he's gonna spot out Unit Doggy. That's so dumb for him. He didn't need to push that, and that's just gonna limit their chances even more. They're giving away 3 kills at the minute. Still see Fisho. Oh, at this range, he actually manages to down him. That's pretty phenomenal with Valk's gun. It's not known to be have the best range per se. So much time's being wasted here for Oz, and we finally see Demon rapping down. Ooh, just saw him there. Berserk might bleed out here. Possibly. Time's just being wasted here at the moment. Oz don't seem to have any clue of what they're doing, and they're not going for this revive.
10 seconds remaining.
They're going to be pushing really strong. They don't need to even peek here. Blade finds one. Blade finds... Ooh, run out of ammo there, I think. Somehow Demon's got this far, but the time is going to run out. It's going to be a saves the KD. And just like that, round number 1 will be given to Team to Heat. Moving on to round number 2, we're going to have Oz on the defense. Where will they go? It looks like it's going to be laundry room and supply room being selected for them. So obviously you can either go below or above. They're the most doable sites. You don't really see too much rear stage or
Defenders,
kitchen.
protect
You
your
see
bombs
kitchen
from
every
being
now and then,
defused by
but
attackers.
pretty rarely, to be honest. And if you guys were watching before when me and Dev were talking about this, we don't see the bit of wood being left at the bottom here to deny the Twitch drone, which a lot of teams haven't quite caught on to yet. We saw Atletico do it, which is really cool, but other than that, that's about it.
Razor wire is deployed.
Ten seconds left before insertion.
Razor
5
wire.
seconds remaining.
They're being chucked down for Timmer.
Attackers recovered the
As well as the second mirror, both these mirrors are exactly standard mirrors. Nothing new about these. You see these almost every single game. Unit wasting no time jumping in, taking out the cam. Let's see what the roam situation's like for Oz. We see 2 rear stage at the moment. That's going to be about it. So it might be a duo roam, maybe, maybe not. Guzrul's here playing lobby. It's been opened up. Bisho's going to see him and take him down. Bit of a misplay there. Ooh, it's close to getting Demon as well. The drone is now going to meeting hall. It might find him. It does. It shows that he's going to be in meeting. Shots out. Unit even manages to take him down. Phenomenal stuff here from Team Tahit, as they just like that in under a minute clear out 2 of Oz's roamers, and the only 2 Oz roamers, as we know the remaining 3 are obviously on site. We see Ying here to obviously assist with that plant.
A bomb has been located.
Oh, not going to get ADS there, and it is going to take down the barbed.
Attackers have located a bomb. Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. Attackers
Lots of
recovered the
drones
bomb
inside here just pressuring Oz. They're waiting for this drop. Flashes go in. They're getting ready to drop down. Unit goes. He actually gets yinged. Oh jeez, that is just not great at all. Nevertheless, one gets found out. It's all going to be up to Bloodhound and Berserk here. They find one, possibly 2 in just a second here. Nope, Sneaky finds him. It's all going to be up to Bloodhound, who's on just a slither of health with that bomb ticking away. And Unit Doggy is going to take down Bloodhound, and that's going to be round number 2 being won by Team Tahit. Ooh, through the wall, not bad. Moving now into round number 3, obviously very strong stuff already coming out of Tahit. They're going to have to go laundry and supply room instead of upstairs, because obviously they're locked out of that because they want it.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
No time.
ADS deployed and ready to go.
Attackers have discovered the
Bob
location
being
of a bomb.
placed down here for not Unit Doggy, for Team Tahit. And we might see a very strong hold up in meeting hall here from Tahit actually, as we see lots of reinforcements being used here.
Seconds left.
I'm sure I'm too big of a fan of this. They're sort of half-arsing this meeting hall hold. I feel like if you're going to hold a meeting, you have to put quite a bit of your utility into it to do it right, because I don't know, maybe it might be alright. Just depends how Oz are going to take this on. It's really what it depends on. Guys here, everyone knows this angle, a classic angle from con into rear stage. Not going to find anything. We know Guzrules has pushed this angle before. I mean, not this angle, push rear stage before. He did it in the very first round of this map.
Reloading, cover me.
Cam gets taken down quickly. Who is that? Must have been Unit Doggy, who's playing aggressive. Really all Tahit need to do at this stage is just drain that timer down. Ooh, he peeks. Not quite in time though. Unit Doggy is going to get out with his life though. Gonna call it to Blade, who's playing below here.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Guys gets taken down by Blade. Beautiful stuff from him. Timmer pushes in. He should get taken down. Nope, he gets tagged up extremely heavy though. Blade is just gonna back out.
See you on the other side.
Flashbang's going out. We see now Demon pressuring the rear stage stairs. Flashbangs go out. Blade might actually be flashed here. He's going to be flashed. Demon checks it as well.
Clearing the way.
Not sure why that C4's there. Just trying to get the person who drops the hatch, but it could be a little bit different. Oh, he swaps out. That's got to be an accident there. Shame there for Sneaky. Maybe he thought he ran out of ammo when that wasn't the case. It's a 2v2 being brought back here by Tahit. It's possible. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, he listens to... He thinks he drops the other hatch. Bisho needs to reload here. Reload is going to be what he does. Oh, and Bloodhound's not even in a position to deny this here. Fisho guy! This man is on fire today, ladies and gentlemen. He has done so much for Tahit. He's got to be my man of the day. He's doing absolute wonders. Oh, there's aces who pulled off 2 3Ks, like quick 3Ks, like bang, bang, bang. But, my god, is Fisher on fire today. That's going to be round 3, claim 4 Tahit. Looking to win this round, which would then bring them on to match point. And who doesn't love being on match point?
Defenders, protect your bombs from being used by attackers.
We're going to see upstairs being defended here by Oz. Not sure if we've seen them defend this before. Maybe we have. I can't remember. Timmer, again, it's not going to be a crouch mirror. I don't really like seeing this mirror played unless it's a crouch mirror because it's just so easy to pop. Obviously, these teams haven't seemed to have caught on that you can just open these and pop the mirror, but it's pretty... I don't know, I'm not sure it's easy, but it really just depends on the circumstances.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to go. Attackers have located a bomb. Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
We're getting opened up there. Unit Doggy just hoping for someone to come down the stairs. What I'd like to see is Unit Doggy or another 3-speed make like a really fast rush play. I'm not sure Oz would expect it. They might, you never know, but I don't think they would.
Drone's ready.
Unit Doggy is going to be droning. He might spot guys' rules out. He does actually. He can pretty much trap him off now. Fisho guy's going to take him down. Look at that communication though. He doesn't go for the repick. He stops just in time so that he's not going to get team killed or team damaged. Blade seems to be AFK for the minute. Flashbang goes up the stairs. The floor's going to start to get bucked here. Fisho guy manages to take down Timmer. as well as the mirror. Beautiful stuff happening here for Tahit. Barb is going to be smacked. Demon, however, manages to get a kill there onto Unit Doggy. Blade is going to disconnect as Fisho takes down Demon. Right, Ridicule manages to actually take down Berserk there. And it's all going to be up to Bloodhound here in a 1v3. They are actually all going to funnel down here by the looks of it, but even then I'm not sure I like his chances. He is going to get flashed out, however. Fisho guys going to push in on that. The smoke grenade goes out. And just like that, Ridicule is going to be in sight. Another smoke, however, into sight. Just going to do some damage. Both of them are in this little corner that the smoke grenade isn't affecting. Down goes the diffuser. Fisho jumps out the window there. And time is now against Bloodhound. No, time is against Bloodhound now. As he's got to try. Oh, how didn't he see that? Very, very slow reaction time there from Bloodhound. Even with an AFK player and to disconnect, they're still going to win that round there to Heat. We'll see if they want to rehost. Yep, rehost. Alright, so we'll have... Alright guys, so we will be having a very quick rehost. I'll try and make sure that we get that rehost done very quickly, but until then I'll chuck some music on for you guys.
One look into your eyes and I'm floating far away. I've never been here before. I don't know the score, but I never wanted you more than I do tonight. Escape with me. Will you escape with me? And we'll start brand new. Escape with me. Will you escape with me? And I've never been here before. I don't know the score, but I never wanted you more than I do tonight. Escape with me. Will you escape with me?
you don't know if things will ever be the same. Well, I will wait for you, and I'll do anything that you want me to. Just let me into your heart. Let me into your heart. Just let me into your heart. Let me into your heart.
What is going on, guys? We are now back after that one. Very quick rehost there, obviously Blade. It wasn't actually AFK, he was having connection issues, but he's now back in the game, and we are actually on match point here, 4 to Heat. So if they win this round, then that will be it. They will win 2-0 over Australian Universal Soldiers. The question is, will that rehost impact to Heat's rhythm? Will Oz somehow manage to sort of get on their feet? And they've got to get it, and they've just got to run. They cannot stop, because at this stage, even if Oz win this round, they've got to win the next round, the next round, and the next round to force overtime. And that's so many opportunities for Tahiti to actually claim victorious.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Securing the wall.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Fisher guy's gonna find the drone there. That's not great for Oz. You want to be saving as many drones as possible. I expect to see Fisher guy in this position, holding Big Tower once again. It was so successful for him previously. The mine is going to get ignited there. Sneaky's looking for it. Obviously, it was Guz who would have ignited that. This time, no attention's being paid to Big Tower, so that's going to be a good thing and a bad thing for us. The good thing is, like, they're not going to be wasting as much time. As we saw previously, they wasted so much time on that. But this time round, they're just going to be sort of going more for sight. As we see Sneaky getting a kill onto Guz. That is not what Oz want at the minute. Certainly doesn't help them in any way, shape or form. Fisher guy should not be contesting with Timmer on Habana at this range. They've got the advantage, they don't really want to throw it away. He spots him out there, and he's just going for pot shots at the moment. Looks like it is shaping up to be a window take here, as the diffuser is on this side of the map.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Oh, ridicule with a C4 onto Timmer. Almost killing Demon there as well. He got pretty lucky. Blade taking down Berserk. It does not look good at the minute, guys. For Oz, I'm sorry to break it to you, but it would be a miracle if somehow Oz brought this round back. Coordination isn't too bad even in this stressful situation for Oz. They've shaped up. They are going to be pushing here through Master Bedroom. They've only got 2 on site at the moment, the rest are just roaming. Bloodhound just waiting for someone to run and do his crosshairs, something you can't really do in this situation. Time is not on your side. You need to be really pushing out, trying to get kills. Obviously it's risky, but you don't really have a choice, especially now as we have Blade pushing upstairs here. One gets down, Blade's going to finish him off, should get the second. Blade finds him as well. GG, ladies and gentlemen. that is going to be won by Tahiti. And obviously the sportsmanship from Oz, as I was talking about before, they're just so amazing, the sportsmanship from them. And every team today, there's been pretty good sportsmanship from everyone. So good on them. I'll get a quick replay for you guys on those last 2 kills. But that's going to conclude tonight. So, see here at the end, it just gets cleaned up pretty easily there. And yeah, that's gonna be it. That was all she said. Team Tahiti are going to claim victorious here. Let me just update the scores for you guys. Again, I didn't expect it to be so one-sided to them. Actually, no, that's not at all. Oz played phenomenal on the first map. They did really great. They almost won it as well, I would say. The rounds were a lot closer than they suggested on that map there. They got smashed, to be honest. They just couldn't do much. Anyway, guys, I want to say big thank you for everyone for coming out. This is going to be the last match of the day. Make sure you guys tune in next week. And yeah, I'm just so hyped. Anyway, thank you everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Thank you.